Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Unscripted and Unchained RPG Review. I am DM Bloodworth, and as you can see by the graphics here, so this is going to be not so much a hot take because it is absolutely fact what I am going to put out there, and that is that Wizards of the Coast through WizKids is attempting to retcon this iconic image of in order to claim some kind of virtue by saying that this character that you see on the classic red box cover, the 1983 D&D basic set red box cover, is in fact a female, and it is absolutely not a female. And this is confirmed by Larry Elmore himself. I am going to bring up the video where he discusses this image, and he discusses where this image goes from being on his, on his original draft and his original sketches, and then Gary Gygax asks him to crop it and to focus in, and that is where Larry Elmore is going to definitively state that it is the same dragon, the same guy. So, without further ado, let's go right to the creator himself. You'll hear it from his own words. I will put the link of the video end of the YouTube channel in the description of this video so that you can watch the whole thing yourself. It's a really great interview just from 7 months ago. And so, without further ado, let's jump right to it.
He told me, he said, if I was going to paint this, I didn't know what I wanted. He said, and I'd done a few little things. Well, I'd had this drawing. Okay, if you go to my Kickstarter, you see that artwork of the Kickstarter that's there. Well, that was the preliminary rough. That right there is a preliminary rough I did for Gary for the basic box for red. And he looked at it. This is cropped some, but you can see it's got the one horn. Okay, same dragon.
Yeah.
Same guy, okay? And Gary said, he said, nah, I don't like it. And I said, well, what do you like? What do you want? He said, I don't know. I just wanted to reach out, jump out and grab you. He said, like that dragon in there. I said, you like that? He said, yeah. All right. So I went back and just changed. I traced over because I had drawn it out there. So I traced over, flipped it so it wouldn't be because I wanted him to be facing the guy more, and just flipped the head and skipped the butt. I might just flip the dragon. But anyway, so I brought that drawing back to him, and he's like, "Oh, that's perfect." I didn't think he realized it was on the first rough I gave him. He loved it, so I went back and started painting. And yeah,
That's awesome.
And so there you have it. There you have it. Cannot be disputed. It was a guy. All right. From Larry Elmore himself. So, hopefully the sites that have been pushing this and saying, oh, this is some really great thing that Wizards of the Coast has done, and so on and so forth, clear as day. It's a guy. And so what they're putting on WizKids, as nice as the figure looks, they've changed the figure to be a female. And so it is not a representation of the, of the original iconic piece. It is, just another Wizards of the Coast claim to virtue that does not exist. It's another example of them not truly valuing the legacy of the IP that they have, always looking to borrow from the past and yet not fully acknowledging it in all of its greatness that it was as it existed in a day. So, as nice as the dragon looks on the on WizKids and everything, and even at its price point of $29, $30, I'm looking at it, was like, wow, that is really a nice piece, and it's reasonably priced, and I'm still not going to buy it because of the nonsense that they just seem to have to pull every time that they reach back to the legacy of Dungeons and Dragons, and and just once again, just another what I consider to be a self-inflicted wound, because eventually people like myself and others are going to come out and clearly point out this was not a woman, and you're just trying to claim some kind of virtue that is not your own, and and it's just so unnecessary for them to keep on going to the same well over and over again, and every time they touch it, they taint it, and and we're just smarter than that. We're going to look in and search. It took me all of a half an hour of just looking to find some evidence of where Larry Elmore, and I actually even texted him or messaged him on Facebook, and asked the question directly. But then I said, let me look online and see if I can come across an interview or an article where he's talking specifically about this particular piece. And I came across that interview. So all but a half hour's worth of research to uncover the fact that it is a male character and not a female character. So, so to those much bigger websites that are out there than mine, YouTube channels that are out there than mine, that are pushing hey, you know what, this is a really cool thing. It's and just buying exactly what Wizards of the Coast packaged it as, without any thought of their track record of misrepresenting the legacy of Dungeons and Dragons. I just can't understand why they would just take it at face value, take it on their word that this was a female character. Like I said, debunked within a half an hour. Debunked my little old me, 3,000 subscriber YouTube channel, as opposed to the, ones that are 10 times my size or larger, that just didn't do their proper due diligence in taking Wizards of the Coast at their word, which I can't understand why anybody can at this point. But there you have it. So nice short video, and take a look at it. As I said, I will put the link to the interview in my channel. link the YouTube channel as well, and so you can check out his stuff. Looks like he has really great stuff, and the fact that he got Larry Elmore onto his channel says a lot, so definitely check that out as well. So thanks for joining. I know this is going to be a controversial one, but hey, I think it's important to point out when when a company is lying to you, and when they're trying to sell a product off of that lie, I think it's important to point out. So enjoy the rest of your day, and please leave your comments in there, positive or negative, I don't care. And like the video, share the video, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I will continue to produce content that's much more positive than this. I try not to do negative things, but when I see stuff like this, I really do have to speak out on it and point it out, and that's just to better serve my subscribers and my viewers and passersby, to be like, don't buy into some of the stuff that they're putting out, because it's not usually true. So have a great rest of your day and take care.